Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a pick a card message with a rune reading. So we're going to get the advice from your ancestors and guides for your right now question. What question is on your mind? We're going to look into the runes for that advice. So pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. Take your time. Choose your pile now. If you need to pause the video, that's perfectly okay. Timestamps will be in the description box below, and I will meet you in your reading. Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages. Pick a rune and pick a card. This is for your question in mind. So mind you, we are going to be looking at a large group of people. This is not a private reading. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest. If you're torn between two different piles, feel free to watch both of them because there'll be nuggets of information for you in both. Okay. So I just want to say thank you before we get started. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. And thank you for the donations, and thank you for those who comment. I very much appreciate all of that. As well as I do have a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter the contest, as some are here for the message and not for the contest. Okay, let's get to it. So I already chose the rune cards, and you picked the rune of journey and the rune of partnership. Okay. And aren't these lovely? My beloved made those for me. I love them. So if you're interested in runes, we can make you some. So anywho, this is gorgeous. You have journey, and it's clarified with journey, okay? As well as the self, and you have this partnership rune. Okay, so with this group, it feels like the question has to do with partnerships of all different kinds. Some of you, it may be love partnerships. Some of you, it may be business-oriented partnerships. But you are in movement, and you're moving into the journey to yourself. So in order to be in partnership with the other. Okay, so this journey is letting you know that this is a card of movement, okay? Discipline, timing, ritual, okay? It's saying that your path is clear as long as you use the internal compass of yourself, okay? This is you coming into communion with your ancestors, your origin. This is you coming into communion with the parts of yourself that you haven't quite known yet. This is your natural gifts and your spiritual cultivation, okay? So this is saying that partnering with yourself is going to bring in, this is partnership, okay? So notice that they meet in the middle. X marks the spot, right? And you're going to absolutely have these beautiful partnerships is what they're showing me, because it feels like partnering in all ways is what is changing in your life. You're learning to communicate with your inner self, your inner being, source energy, so that you know yourself. That way you don't get lost in partnership. Because with the rune of partnership, one of the things that it says is, you know, when you're partnering with another, avoid collapsing yourself into the union. Rather, allow the winds of heaven to dance between you. So you're learning how to be fully embodied in yourself while you partner with others. This can be friendships, romance, business, in all of the ways. And it's saying your path is clear to the partnership that you're asking about. But how you do it, it's clear as long as you honor yourself, as long as you honor your internal guidance. I'm going to get a little more. Look, I made a cute little pouch for my rings. All right, for pile 1, what more do we need to know? What other advice do we have here about their journey here? Okay. Gorgeous. All right, we've got the self again. All right, so it has been some time where you have had movement in reverse. So upright, this says there's movement, there's forward motion, okay? It may have felt, this is coming in your past energy, it may have felt like you have been stalled, like you haven't had the amount of movement that you would like to have, maybe it seems like these partnerships have not been happening for you, okay? But that being said, you are in a process of growth right now, and this is in the correct position. It just looks backwards because of the camera angle, okay? You're in growth. This is a process of initiation. This is a process of you moving into the growth of yourself, okay? We have had some pretty intense astrological energies that is causing growth for the collective. So while there may not have been movement in your past energy towards your partnerships, or you felt like there was stagnation, you're now entering a period of growth. Excuse me, I've had all of a sudden a little bit of hiccups. So there may have been hiccups in your partnerships. There may have been hiccups in communication. This could be, metaphysically all the way to just the general technology, like computers and cell phones not working correctly. While this is being recorded, it is in Mercury retrograde. So you very well may have had hiccups in communication that spans the communication realm, okay? But what Spirit is showing here is you have gateway, and it is right side up in the correct energy. So gateway says that you are standing at the gateway, all right? This is the gateway to your new life, to your partnership. And before you step through that threshold, gateway asks you to do a reflection, a life review. Okay, so it says you haven't stepped through to that partnership yet, but you're growing and you're on your way to it. And how you get to the partnership that you're asking about is you go through this gateway. And so what Spirit has you do when you pick gateway, it's one of my favorite runes, because it gives you the opportunity to look back on your relations through your whole life. And you can even, if you happen to read past lives, look at your past lives. But this gives you the opportunity to see where you've been, how far you've come, and to preserve the positive learnings. That's an important step. When you're doing a life review to enter into a new stage or a new octave, as I call it, in your spiritual walk, in your life journey, you do take the opportunity to listen into self and preserve those positive learnings, and your brain knows where the positive learnings go. You don't have to think about it. It's an abstract thought here. That being said, it's looking at all that you've gone through, good, bad, indifferent, and you collect the positive learnings, because even in seeming adversity, we do have growth. There is positive reward for that adversity, okay? And then you have the self, that's clarifying self, okay? So your spirit team, you have journey, clarifying journey, self, clarifying self, all right? This is saying, we said what we said, okay? I love when Spirit does that. They're being very clear that this journey is into yourself, and you are absolutely going to have the partnership that you want exteriorly in the manifest world. But it starts with partnering with yourself first. Have your own back, okay? Listen to your intuition. Be in your center. You cannot have from without you, right? From the outside in. It doesn't work like that. It works inside out. So loving yourself, being in your center, being supported by your own internal guidance, that's what you're journeying into. That's where you're growing. And what it's doing is it's causing partnership of all kinds to flourish for you. So Spirit's saying you are absolutely going to have that union, partnership, but it's coming through a growth process of you feeling centered within yourself, you feeling at ease, at peace with your own intuition, with your own choices and decisions. In order for energy to move, okay, we have emotion, which is energy in motion, and how you direct the energy is through your choice. So every choice takes this raw energy and it sends it to where our focus and intention is. Universe always says yes. Yes, you can have that partnership. Oh, you feel like there needs to be a separation? Yes, you can have that. And it's by what we're thinking about. Universe just says yes. So there's no not. I don't want that. What you're saying to the universe is, I want that. So you're journeying into yourself to be able to affirm in the positive what you want to create in your world, and to really get into that inner knowing. So some of you may already have a meditation practice. Some of you may be taking up a meditation practice. Some of you may be physically journeying to other places for spiritual understanding and reward. Some of you may be growing in how you support yourself, both inside and outside. So like physically, you may be getting stronger. Mentally, you're getting stronger. Emotionally and spiritually, you're getting stronger. And this is going to cause these partnerships to come in because you're going to be fully invested in yourself, and that way someone else can invest in you. Okay? And so that's the beautiful thing with this energy. I love this reading, you guys. These runes are so positive and the energy is so good. It feels like you've been working towards the polarity shift for some time. Of instead of looking outside of you for love, romance, for sustenance, for nourishment, for resources, you're going to resource that from the inside out. And then all of the things that you have been asking for, they're coming right in. The partnership's here. But it's just a shift in focus. It's going through that gateway and having that life review and saying, you know what? The positive learning I have here is that I'm going to be careful with my inner circle and my friendships. I'm going to be in the energies of love, abundance. I'm going to hold the energy of well-being because that's my natural state. I'm going to talk to my ancestors. I'm going to talk to my inner being and source. And so you are choosing you first, and therefore you will be chosen. Okay, so this is beautiful opportunities that are coming forward. So I'm going to leave that there. It's such beautiful energy, and they said we're complete with that. So I love that. Hopefully that answers your question. If not, feel free to watch a different video. Thank you guys so much. For those of you who'd like to enter the contest, it's easy to do. Here we go. Free to enter, free to win. You just be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am chosen. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that June 1st on video and announce the winner. And hopefully it is you. So thank you. Aloha. Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your rune reading for what advice is coming from your spirit team for your question for right now. Now remember, we are reading for many people, and so this is not a personal reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch more than one video, okay? So we're going to look into the advice from the runes, a full-on rune reading today, and I love that. It's a nice way to connect in with those older divination tools. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button, all those things to help my channel to grow and expand. I also am so grateful for those who have donated. Thank you so much, or left me a donation or tip or whatever. And then I also really like when you guys comment. So fun. So thank you guys for engaging with me. It's helping my channel to grow. So let's keep up the good work. I'm enjoying that. As well as I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that. That is for a 30-minute session with me personally. But some are here for the drawing and not for the excuse me, they're here for the messages, not for the drawing. And so let's get to it. All right. You guys chose, and I'm feeling a little restless, all right? you guys chose the rune of protection with the rune of disruption. And look how beautiful these are. My beloved made these for me. So if you want some runes, we can make some for you. Okay, beautiful. So essentially, we have protection and we have Hagalas here. We have disruption, which is the force, natural force of hail. And then we have the self, okay, which is humanity and awareness. So right off the bat, what Spirit was saying before we started the reading was there's a disruption in the force, okay? And so there is something in your world right now that you feel the need to protect yourself. And Spirit's saying that is correct. Now, I actually love the rune of disruption. Some people do not. But after you start reading runes and you're with them for a while, you can feel the energetics of it. So what happens with disruption? It shakes up and shakes out anything that's no longer serving you. So the purpose of disruption is actually to clear your field for what you have asked for. And disruption says, consider the uses of adversity. All right. So sometimes people come in and they play, they might have one face on with you when you first meet them, and then there's disruption in the force and you get to know the real them, right? Or and it may not be as pleasant. They may not actually be matching you anymore. Or if you're in stagnation, Spirit will sometimes send energies and people and cooperative components to shake you up so you can get your goal and outcome. So this disruption is a very positive thing. What Spirit's saying is it's helping you, to get back to yourself and to protect yourself and what you've built. The protection is also communication and healing, and it's also a bridge. So this protection is bridging your communication with yourself. If you were drawn to pile 1, that had self there twice as well. Very different reading. But I feel like with this group that there has been a bit of disruption in your world. Now, this is a timeless reading, but it is being recorded right after, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks after the Scorpio full moon eclipse. Excuse me, I'm readjusting here. And so there are energies up of purge and release in order to be rebirthed. And so this energy that I'm feeling for you guys is you're finding out some things about people that are close around you. It feels like there's energy of the need to protect your energy, to protect your heart. Now, I don't think there's anything in the universe that can harm us, right? On the grander scheme of things. I focus on the positive and the good. And that being said, there are times where it's just necessary to be in your own energy and to assess the energy of those around you. And how you do that is, do I feel good when I'm around them, or do they vamp my energy? Is it joyful, or does this person always come to me to dump their problems? Is it fun, or is it like, do I feel sad and drained after interacting with this person? And it doesn't matter who it is. This could be a partner that you have. This could be a friend. This could be a family member, coworker. But what it's showing is there's a need for you to get back to yourself and your power. There's been some usurping of power here, okay? That has not been permitted, okay? And so you'll know your general situation, but this disruption is absolutely for your benefit. So if you are going through a time where it feels like there's hail going, it's like, gosh, it feels a little bit stormy. There's all of these different things, but in a storm, you take shelter, right? You find your sanctuary, you take cover. So what Spirit's saying at this time, there's no need for action right now. It's saying this disruption's happening so that you can see clearly, first of all, because there's always that rainbow after the storm. There's always the clearing and the clear skies after the storm. But this disruption is absolutely for you at a soul level to learn how to protect and be in your own energy. So take cover right now. No need to make actions. Let's look. I made a little pouch for it too. So cute. Let's get some runes and go a little deeper here. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So right now, Spirit's saying that you are at a standstill. And it is because there's this disruptive energy, they're asking you to be in your protection, all right? Protect your energy and stay still. No need to make action right now. So some of you might feel uncomfortable in the energies of this disruption, but it's saying be still in this particular moment. Just observe, understand what's happening. This is giving you an understanding of what's going on. It will not last forever. Next up is harvest. So you will have your harvest. And harvest indicates it's a rune of process, right? And so what it's saying is you have planted the seeds. You may have just planted the seeds, and they are growing. And so this is something that is in a gestation period. So this disruption's happening so that your seed of your goal or outcome, whether that be a relationship, your health, work, your friendships, doesn't matter what you're intending to harvest, whatever your outcome is, you have planted the seed. And this disruption is so that you can protect that seed. Now this says that indicates a time span typically of 1 year. So you're going through a process of growth. It doesn't mean that you're going to be in disruption for a year. It's saying that the harvest, it needs to gestate a little bit. You know, it's like when you plant a seed to make a human, or when you plant a seed to make a vegetable garden, you don't go out and harvest it immediately. So what they're saying is avoid crushing your seeds, protect your seed, protect the idea and the dream and the goal that you've planted inside yourself. Because you are going to have your outcome. Now, what it looks like may be different than what you originally planned. So that's why this disruption's happening, so that you can get what you have asked for. Spirit's saying your outcome that you're asking about, the question you're asking about, is going to come to fruition. They're saying it is absolutely good for you to have the joy that you are looking for, and you do have the strength. So we have the rune of strength that has come up. So this also would be akin to Leo. So you may be dealing with a Leo, be a Leo, or have Leo in your chart. But it's the energy of the sun. It's the energy of strength. And this is strength through gentleness. This is strength through stillness. This is strength through patience as you are allowing what no longer serves you to leave your movie. Okay, life is a movie. So if you don't like it, change it up. And right now, like, disruption is similar to the tower. So it's saying expect the unexpected. And that being said, your outcome here is joy. All right, this is in the correct position. Okay, so it's just my camera flips it because I'm using the front camera. But this is saying you are going to have your joy. You are going to have your outcome. But there is patience needed here. There is a disruption to clean and clear and cleanse what doesn't need to be there anymore. This group, it feels like there has been some outside influences that are outside of your control. You can't control someone else's actions or behavior towards you, but you can control your focus. You can protect your energy, and I don't mean protect it like put on a barbed wire energy field. That's not what I'm saying. This is a softness. Remember, a strength card in the tarot. Oh, they want me to try and find it. Do I have any that looks like regular strength? Let's see. Strength card in the original tarot, and I don't have original tarot pack, but let's look in the good tarot. They're asking me to find it. Where would it be? Middle. Basically, it has a woman with her hand in a lion's mouth. It's through gentleness and the inside that you tame the beast. Okay, where is it at? Spirit. Here we go. All right. And it's 8. So it's the number of self. So this one doesn't show her with her hand in the lion's mouth, but notice that her gentleness and command commands this lion. Okay. This is taming the beast inside of self. And also realizing that you have the strength to be your own protection because you know you. So this is getting you back to yourself, back to your power, back to the energies that provide for you, and you're absolutely going to have the harvest of joy. You're going to have the harvest that you have asked for. Really, really beautiful. So right now they're saying no need to take action. Observe, let the energy, the people, the circumstances that no longer serve you, it no longer serves you to be in survival. You have tamed that beast inside and you're moving into thriving. You're moving into your harvest. You absolutely have the strength to achieve your outcome. And it's the strength of gentleness. It's the strength of being calm and centered. This is the eye of the storm, okay? It's like there may be storms all around you. The world is a little crazy right now, so just in general, there's a lot of change happening, let alone on a personal level. And so this allows you to be calm, centered. This reminds me of a straight spine, okay? It allows you to be calm and centered. Let me get centered here in yourself and in your energetic field, that it doesn't matter what disruptions are happening around you. You are coming into stability within yourself, trust of your own intuitive guidance. You're writing your relationship with yourself. So any disruptions that are taking place right now are bringing you back into alignment with yourself, with your purpose, with your joy, your outcome. Okay. I love this. You guys are going to have your harvest. So even though it may seem a little bit uncomfortable right now in the energies, it's for your good. You are coming into correct alignment with what you really want. Okay. So thank you guys so much. They said leave it there. I appreciate you. Those of you who would like to enter the contest, it's easy to do. So it's free to enter, free to win. If you're not a subscriber, be one. So subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, put I am centered in my joy. I am centered in my joy. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the contest. I will do that drawing on June 1st and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you guys so much. Until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your rune messages. So advice from Spirit for your question right now. Now remember, I am reading for many, many, many people through time. So thousands of people through time. And so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you're interested in more than one of the videos, not quite sure, please watch as many as you like, because there will be nuggets of information in there for you. Okay, so perfect. And then I just want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for those who have tipped or donated, as well as those who've commented. Very, very helpful, and I love engaging with you. Excuse me. I do have a contest every month for a 30-minute session with me personally. Free to enter, free to win. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the messages only. Okay, so let's get to it. You drew the rune of separation. My beloved made these runes. They're so fun. So if you guys are looking for a rune pack, we can make you some. And then you also had the rune of movement. All right. And then the other rune was separation. So you have gotten this twice. So this group, it feels like you are separating either from a person, or there may have been separation indicates inheritance, ancestral inheritance and possessions. So a lot of times separation will speak of, if, I'm sorry if this has happened to you and this is your situation. It's not going to be for everybody, but some of you may be getting actual inheritance from someone who has passed away. So there may be movement involved or handling of a house or receiving that as a inheritance. Also, others of you with this separation, it's more spiritually oriented. So you're about to receive the ancestral inheritance of your spiritual gifts. Because remember, our ancestors gave us more than wounds. They also give us the gifts and abilities of their collective knowledge, right? Whew. With this one, I'm feeling really kind of jumbled up in my power center. So my sacral chakra really kind of hurts and it's a bit constricted. For some of you, you're making the choice to move away from a situation. So this is a love relationship, so romance. This could be a friendship, family member, or job. But you may physically be moving away from and separating from a relationship at this time as well. And it feels like it's for the betterment of you. It's being able to make the choice to make that movement towards what you want, but there is a separation involved, okay? So this can also be, in order to move to the next levels of spirit, depending on what your question is, separating from a belief system and an idea, okay? So let's go a little bit deeper and pull some more runes to find out what else Spirit wants to talk about with this group. So some of you may be physically moving, okay? You got a lot of runes here that came out. Okay. All right. So this separation that you're going through is actually creating an opening. So many of you in the very recent past may have felt a little bit of constraint, like you've been trying to open yourself up. These are correct side up. Here, let's just do it that way. You have been trying to open yourself up. Okay, this opening is a stage of initiation. So you're opening to yourself, but there has been constraint placed upon you. And I feel like this constraint may very well be from what you've needed to separate from, okay? So in order to open up and move forward on your path, there is a need to release certain energies. Again, this could be a person, this could be a place of business, this could be a relationship, but there is a letting go, is what Spirit's saying, in order to move forward on your path. Because you are opening to a new part of yourself, okay? You're opening to who you really are. And there's been constraint placed upon you from these outside sources. What Spirit's saying is you have outgrown your current circle or environment, okay? You have outgrown the ways in which you have done things before. And what they're showing is that you absolutely have the strength to move forward. This is strength that is gentle. So pile 2 had strength as well. Okay, so this is strength that is gentle. In the traditional tarot, it shows a woman with her hand in a lion's mouth. Okay, she's tamed the beast within. You also pulled warrior. You are moving back into your spiritual warrior self. This is beautiful. This energy upright says you are moving back into your power. After a time of feeling constraint, after a time of feeling like other energies were controlling your power center, okay? And we all go through this. It's part of our learning in our spirit is to allow ourselves to be in our sovereignty. But sometimes when we're relating with others, we get caught up in the other energies, in the drama, in the situations, okay? If you're at work, if you are at a space where you're starting to vibrate higher, than your initial agreements with a person, place, or thing, okay, it starts to not feel right, and you feel constrained and bound by it. But you are breaking out of the prison of your own thoughts. You're breaking out of the prison of the constraints, okay? And this does come with leaving something behind. Again, this could be physical loss through death. I don't think that's for the most of you, but there are a few people who have lost someone, and that's where the movement's coming from, okay? This could be leaving behind a belief system. This could be leaving behind a friendship or a relationship romantically that is no longer serving. But what's beautiful is you're coming into the fertility here. This is like the Empress card. This is the rune that would represent Empress. Okay, so male or female matters not. You are in full-on spiritual warrior mode, and you're in fertility. Okay, this energy is new. You're stepping into the unknown, and you are going on that journey. This is right side up. Okay, you are going on the journey, and the journey is self to self. The journey is your spiritual purpose. The journey is the new energies. Okay, this is the spiritual journey of the warrior. So you are absolutely moving in a positive flow. Okay, and then outcome here is we have a bit of a standstill, but it's balancing the standstill and the movement. All right, so you're coming into balance with yourself through separation, through inheritance. You are going to receive your inheritance. This standstill also lets me know that this would be the element of ice. Okay, so you may ice somebody out that has been pulling at your energy, but notice the look of this. It's like a person in full and complete alignment through centering yourself, icing out any energies that are not you and not correct for where you're moving, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and allowing yourself to be in your center. Okay, and let's get one more rune here. This one. Perfect. And then you drew the rune of partnership. So you will partner again. So what this is saying is you're separating from old skins and moving into the new. They're showing me like a snake shedding its skin. You're learning to hold your own in relationships. The rune of partnership always says that when you're partnering with someone, avoid collapsing yourself into the union. Instead, allow the winds of heaven to dance between you. That you are full, solid, complete, okay? You're in alignment with self. You're in the stillness and the peace within yourself. And therefore, so there's a lot of distraction out here, okay? So I do feel like you're going to be separating from a lot of distractions, a lot of white, like, irritating noise coming from people's energy fields. And you're moving into partnership, first with yourself, but it also feels like you're moving into a partnership that you would like. So some of you, this might be romantic in nature, where you separate from one person and then through your journey you end up with another person. Okay, so you may have thought that originally this is my person. You may have even married them, but then through time here, it's outdated. Okay, and so you're moving into a new situation. If you're single, you would be moving from single, separating from that belief system that there's not love out there, and moving into love. For those of you in friendships, you may be leaving a friendship behind that has caused dissonance, and then you will have new friends that are true vibrational matches that will enter the equation, okay? And so this is a really, really beautiful energy. It's you separating. Some of you may be moving physically to new locations in order to have your dream and outcome. So you might be separating from the home of your youth and going off to on your own journey, okay? Because they just showed me when I left home for the first time, not for the first time, but when I moved out of state the first time, And then subsequently that brought me onto my journeys to Hawaii, and now I get to call Hawaii home. But if I'd never separated from the old and made the move, even though my family was still there and other things, but my heart was letting me know that I needed to be in a different environment. I was constrained in that environment, and it led me on a journey that brought me to partnership, not just with myself, but with the land, with others, with my beloved. So there are really beautiful energies that are happening here. So separation does not need to be a bad thing, okay? It's separating from that which constrains you in order to receive the inheritance that's due to you. And this is from your ancestry, okay? So tap in with your ancestors, talk with them, ask them, hey, are my relationships, like those of you who chose this pile, you know who and what you need to separate from. Like, I don't need to tell you this in order to have your outcome. You've been knowing, you have that gut feeling. This group is extremely intuitive. And so it's like, what they're saying is, you know what's been needing to be done. Now it's just time to allow it to happen and come to acceptance of it, because you're on your journey towards your outcome, and it's very, very positive. So I'm going to tie this little thing up there. So thank you so much. I'm going to leave it there. I feel very positive for you guys. So this is a time of transition for you, but it's going to lead to beautiful, beautiful things. So keep your trust in yourself, your ancestors, your spirit guide source, because you've got this, all right? And so anything that leaves at this time period, it's meant to. Anything or anyone that leaves at this time period that you separate from, it's meant to. So let it go so that you can have your reward, all right? So thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. So grateful to you. For those of you who want to enter the contest, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am on my journey, right? I am on my journey. And that will let me know that you would like to enter the contest. June 1st, I'll do that on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much. Till next time, aloha.